Hi everyone, in our series of presentations on various states and scope for skill development and entrepreneurship opportunities, today we are going to look at the state of Tripura. And for those of you who have been in touch with various initiatives and projects in the northeastern part of India, I'm sure you are quite familiar with Tripura. But the moment you think of Tripura, we usually think of bamboo, rubber, maybe power sector, oil and gas and others. But to me, Tripura has a kind of an affinity and a connection because of the bamboo crafts that are there in Tripura, which I fondly collected over a few years. I'd like to show you a few of them. So here's my collection, my tiny collection of some jewelry. You see the earrings, the bangle, and this cute box where I store some trinkets, and this fan, and there is this ubiquitous mug which is usually found in northeastern fairs like handicraft fairs. And then of course this folder which I have used for a very long time, and I said I have an emotional connect because this is something I used during my PhD days. But remember, Tripura is not just bamboo, there is much more to Tripura. So what else is there? Let's go ahead and learn more. If I ask you what are the top 3 industries that come to your mind when you think of Tripura, I'm sure most of you would say bamboo, then followed by rubber, and third perhaps would be anything to do with horticulture, because Tripura is very famous for pineapples, oranges, and many fruits which are very rich in their taste, in their unique taste, because of the geography and the topographical reasons. So you see the green gold or the white gold or these industries which have been traditionally there because Tripura is blessed with rich forests, and there is a lot of agri-based industries, bamboo being the main industry, and all the others, like I said, rubber and other related industries which are coming up there thanks to the incentives from the government. But besides these natural and farm-based and forest-based industries, Tripura also has oil and gas, power, and other regular industries which are there in many states, which are like healthcare, retail, banking, finance, and many others. But the purpose of this presentation is to look at some typical local, skills and entrepreneurship opportunities which can help people to maybe start a skilling center or launch themselves as small or medium entrepreneurs, anything that helps in developing the state through skills and entrepreneurship, and help them become independent, help them become self-reliant. That's Atmanirbhar, I would say. And also looking at the local talent, the local resources. That's what we are planning to do here. So besides bamboo, rubber, oil and gas, power, and other industries, let's go ahead and see, how one can go about approaching these industries or learning about these industries, and that too from authentic sources. And in case you want to start any skilling program or you want to connect with a few authoritative, organizations, maybe this presentation can help. So let's get started. So Tripura is a storehouse of many skills. It has a lot of tribal talent. It has a lot of handlooms, handicrafts, tea plantations, and many things which are all connected with the nature, with the kind of things which are available because of the geographical location, and also how the entire northeastern region, when taken as one, has certain typical traits and typical characteristics which is also found in Tripura. But besides this, let's look at let's get an idea about the districts in Tripura, how many are there, and what is the scope for skill development in these districts. There are 8 districts in Tripura, and you can see the map here to get an idea. And each district has its own rich heritage of craft, culture, and many other things. So Tripura, as you know, besides all these industries also gets into headlines because of the sporting talent there. Like, Deepa Karmakar and her performance in gymnastics at international level caught attention of the entire country. There are other sports people from Tripura. There are artisans in Tripura. There are many things that happen in Tripura. So it's not just the kind of industries we are discussing, but this is just to give you an idea about the traditional natural resources that are available and what can be done. So top industries are rubber, bamboo, power, tourism, of course, then food processing, tea, natural gas, agri-based industries. And as with any state in India, information technology is also one of the industries which is being promoted by the government for job creation. Now, I'll share some interesting headlines here. Recently, I read this about how major agarbatti companies in India are now looking towards Northeast to source the raw material, which is actually bamboo, a type of bamboo. If you read more about it, the source is shared here. This is from Business Line, one of the articles which appeared on August 4th, 2020. Another interesting recent read was this. You can see the picture of bats here. These bats, unlike the typical bats which are manufactured in Jammu and Kashmir with the wood which is found there, these bats are now made with bamboo. Well, bamboo, I think, is becoming a part of everything that we can think of, right from construction to functional items to utility items to so many artistic things and whatnot. So even now you see bamboo, a cricket bat with bamboo and stumps. That's very interesting and innovative. So there is no end to innovation if you start thinking differently. And now coming to the kind of incentives and allocations made to the state. In one of the news items last year, perhaps we had read that the finance ministry is announcing 1,300 crores for developing the tribal people of Tripura. This definitely includes skill development, training, and promoting entrepreneurship, with the tribal crafts and their skills and talent. Now, one of the recent news, this is just about a month or 2 months old, where we got to learn about how the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship is laying special focus on northeastern states and going to set up many ITIs and polytechnics and adding more trades with 100% funding from the central government. So as you see, Tripura also features in this list, and they're going to get about 3 new ITIs. So you see, there is a lot happening in the technical training space as well. Now, coming to self-employment and entrepreneurship, Tripura always had this program called Swavalamban. This program has helped the government in funding in supporting entrepreneurs towards self-employment generation. Like I was just mentioning, in states where there isn't a lot of industry penetration or and not lot of government opportunities, people have to look for opportunities in terms of self-employment, and that's one of the reasons why there is a huge push for self-employment. And you can see about 439 crores was provided to 21,614 entrepreneurs under the Swavalamban scheme. And another scheme, which is PM-EGP for employment generation again. This is credit-linked subsidy program where about 572 crores has been sanctioned to 13,168 entrepreneurs. So you can see the support which the government is giving to help entrepreneurs to execute, incubate their ideas and come up with various products and solutions. Now, coming to the major industries, bamboo is synonymous with Tripura. There is a bamboo mission there, Tripura Bamboo Mission, and there is also Bamboo Park. The objective of these initiatives is to take a holistic, integrated view of how bamboo industry can be supported through many ways, and how it can be propagated, and how products can reach various parts of not only India but international markets. So you can learn more by going to these websites which we have shared here. So there is Tripura Bamboo Mission, and you can go to the Department of Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura page, where you have a dedicated page for bamboo park. So that's where you get more information. Now coming to another important resource for bamboo is the Center for Indian Bamboo Resource and Technology, which is called CBART. This is an organization which is also focusing on capacity building and training, where again skill development happens to be one of the core areas. The objective here is to help people, learn new designs, come up with new products. Bamboo, of course, is eco-friendly, but then how do we make these products sustain in the market? How do we help their shelf life grow? So there could be so many things with bamboo technology. So this is one of the institutions which you must visit. And also they are setting up common facility centers where a whole lot of people, artisans, entrepreneurs can come and utilize the facilities to do the work that they are planning to do. Tripura is blessed with rich forest cover, hence rubber industry is one of the key industries, and it has a lot of scope for entrepreneurship, for employment, because natural rubber has a certain process, for production, and for manufacturing, for processing, for packaging, for various other things. So this itself is a storehouse of so many skills that are needed. There aren't many skilled people available to support the rubber industry, to work in rubber industry. So this is one avenue where there's a scope for setting up training centers and also skilling people and helping them get employed. And besides, what is very interesting to learn is that Tripura University also offers a 3-year BVOC course in rubber technology. In case you are interested, visit their website. And there is a rubber park coming up, already come up in Tripura, which is supported by the government. And since Tripura is India's second largest rubber producer, they are coming up with various initiatives and innovative practices to see how the industry can grow and sustain. Now, besides this, Tripura has a rich heritage of handloom and handicrafts, because this is one of the sources of employment livelihoods for people in Tripura. Because most of the tribals are highly skilled. They are craftspeople who have had a lot of experience in these crafts. Now I think what they need is good linkages with the market, some kind of organized way of selling, and also linkages with e-commerce portals and other ways to help them, sell their product. And also, how do we attract young people to continue with the craft is also one of the challenges perhaps skill development can address. Another industry here in Tripura is food processing, and pineapple is one of the important fruits. It's called the state fruit of Tripura because it is very unique when it grows in Tripura. But besides these pineapples, there are other fruits, and also there is a lot of floriculture. There are like vegetables and so many other things, everything to do with nature, agri-based products. So definitely when you want to sell it outside your district, your local market, you need to have good packaging, good storage, good logistics support, and many other things. So I think this is one industry where food processing, in terms of whether you want to process pineapple and can it, or you make a juice out of it or whatever, these are avenues, again, areas where a lot of people are required when the industry grows, and investments are also coming in these areas. And there is a mega food park called Sikaria Mega Food Park, and you can learn more about the features and the programs here. This might help you in case you are interested to do some business, in food processing industry in Tripura. And there are skill training centers. There's an NSTI. There is a RATSETI and RSETI, which is to do with entrepreneurship and employment generation. Then there are bamboo related training centers. So you see, Tripura has so many higher educational institutions. Besides that, it also has ITIs and training centers. what it needs, I think, is that a new look to bring back the vibrancy which this state needs to attract youth to various skilling programs and show them the way towards employment, self-employment and entrepreneurship. And now I would like to take you through few important websites and web pages from Tripura to understand technical training, also self-employment opportunities, self-employment training opportunities, and other initiatives in the field of bamboo and rubber and so on. So let's get started. This is the page from Department of Industries and Commerce, Government of Tripura, and I'm looking at the dedicated page for ITIs. You get a lot of information about ITIs here. So you see the list of ITIs from government and private are given here. So this might help you to understand the kind of courses, the schemes, and so on and so forth here. So this is one important resource which I wanted to show you. The other one is the RCETI, which is about self-employment training. So you see the training which is available for various courses which are aligned with NSQF. Like I was telling you earlier, self-employment becomes very essential for people to create their own livelihoods in states where there isn't a lot of penetration of private industry. So these are some of the courses which are available and all are aligned to NSQF. So you can visit this page, Tripura Grameen Bank Rural Self-Employment Training Institute, that is RCETI in Tripura. So this is one important page. And the other one which you must visit is Tripura Rural Livelihoods Mission. So this is all about livelihood enablement and kind of activities that are taken by the livelihood mission of rural livelihood mission of Tripura. So one of the key areas here is, as you can see, capacity building and livelihood promotion. So in both these areas, skilling and training becomes very important. So this is another website where you get a lot of information. You might get information about the kind of projects and so on. And another important institute is the Tripura RCETI Institute, which is Rural Development and Self-Employment Training Institute. This is again in Agartala. So here again, you have courses which are offered by this institute. You can take a look at the courses. The information is given here. And also you can check how to reach out to them, how to apply to these courses, and what are the other activities which are taken up by this particular institute in Tripura. So this might be very helpful again for people who want to either facilitate entrepreneurship, support entrepreneurship, or they themselves want to become entrepreneurs. So you see, this is another important website. Now, besides this, we were talking about Tripura Bamboo Mission. I just thought I'll show you the website. So you see there's a lot of information here again about Bamboo Mission, and also investment in Tripura and in the context of bamboo, and whole lot of other information is given here. Now coming to rubber training and skill development. One of the important resources for you is to visit the QP and NOS, that is qualification packs and national occupation standards, which are designed by the Rubber Sector Skill Council, which is now known as Rubber, Chemical and Petrochemical Sector Skill Development Council. So here you see a lot of information about the qualification packs and national occupation standards with regard to rubber training. Like you can see here, rubber's nursery supervisor, right from the natural rubber, nursery to again how it is processed and stored, and the entire manufacturing process, and also sales, and then the scientific and the laboratory kind of expertise which is needed in terms of skills. Everything is mentioned here. So this is a page from the Skill Development Council. Now another interesting page website which I wanted to show was this. This is to do with handloom in Tripura, and this is also helping people to sell online, and this is the website of NEHHDC. You can take a look at it. Actually, this is for the entire Northeast, but you can come to a page here from Explore Northeast India to Tripura and get an idea about the state and the rich handloom heritage of the state. So with this, I think we managed to give you a high-level overview of skills, self-employment, entrepreneurship, and various other ways to enable, create, sustain livelihoods in Tripura, a state which has many challenges in terms of employment, in terms of industrialization, and also in terms of migration. So when people are not able to find the right job and sustain their jobs in their own state, they will have to migrate. And mostly in cases where there is distressed migration, it's not a happy thing either for the person who's migrating or for their families. So let's try to support the state in terms of helping in whatever way, through training, through in entrepreneurship, incubation support, or any form of support, because the state is so rich and it's an important part of the northeastern region. So let's go ahead and explore more and learn more and take up various skill development, training, and employment generation and support activities in Tripura. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. I have a request here for whoever is watching. Please subscribe to our channel and you can hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any update from us. We'll be very happy to have you in our network and keep you updated. And do share any information regarding Tripura and let us know if this presentation helped you in any way. Thank you so much. Goodbye.